Apologies. I was trying to broadcast, but there were some technical difficulties, so I'm back. As I was saying, I am extremely sorry to let you know that Milagros, little miracle, MILA, as we call her here, has died in Peru. That's extremely sad. Extremely sad. This was a little fighter that fought till the end. When the rescuer, Cecilia, rescued her, she didn't know if she was going to have, she had no money whatsoever. Still, she took her from the streets, not knowing if she could afford her or not, or what. That's how she reached out to me and found me, and I told her that we will take care of everything. But from the distance, it's really difficult to do something like this. She went to a vet first, who treated her terribly, I suspect just because she's a woman and because somebody else was paying for it. The guy couldn't be a worse vet. I tell you, my experience with that guy was just appalling. We then changed her to another hospital, and these ones, they did a really good job. They put her on antibiotics. The tumor or mass was reduced enormously, and then she got to a point where she could go into surgery, and we could do something. Well, they went into surgery. They intubated her normally, and they were quite hopeful. Still, her condition was not too good. She was really thin. She hadn't been able to eat for quite a while. So she was taking nutrition, but still, she was not in as good shape as she should have been for such a short surgery. And she went under anesthesia. Now, you have to bear in mind that, in a way, in Peru, they operate blindly. They don't really have proper equipment. The X-rays that we saw were very iffy. Over here in Europe and in the US, you have advanced technologies for imaging that they don't have in Peru, as they don't have in so many other countries. So vets there, they operate blindly in a way. They get a feel for the X-rays that they have, but in any case, an X-ray is not the most reliable way to assess the existence of a mass or a tumor. There are several things that you have to do before a proper diagnosis. A CT scan, a biopsy, a punction. Over here we only had a blurry X-ray. A blurry X-ray and the instincts of a good doctor. The doctor that treated her was really nice. What they could see on that X-ray was a foreign body lodged on her trachea, and they assumed that foreign body was the reason for the mass. So they gave her antibiotics, they gave her anti-inflammatory steroids, and the inflammation got reduced. And they reached the point where she could be operated. But when they went into surgery, they found out that foreign body that we saw on the X-ray, on the blurry X-rays, was not a piece of metal or a piece of wood or anything like this. It was a calcification, was something that her own body had created. It was like a mineral deposit crossing this thing. I didn't understand very well because I never got to see it. I'm just at the other side of the world, supporting, advising, sending money for everything. So I couldn't really understand. And even when they told me, I never saw it. But they told me that was indeed a mineral formation, a calcification, and that deep inside, a bit lower, behind the glottis, there was a mass. It was a big mass, and it couldn't be operated. It couldn't. I mean, it couldn't be taken out. So I spoke to the doctor. She was there. Mila was asleep. She explained me the situation. She said that there was no way she could take this thing out without damaging more, and it was never gonna work. And she was by then she was absolutely sure that it was a cancerous tumor, and that if we took it out successfully, it will come back in a matter of days, weeks. So a decision was taken, and she was let go. Super sad. I mean, really super sad. I never got to meet Mila in person. Whenever we meet them, we build these beautiful connections, and those connections, they gave us a strength to continue with the treatments, even if they don't have a good time, even if we have difficulties. The fact that you know them just pushes you forward. When you do this from a distance, it's different. I never got to meet her, but surely I would have loved to meet her. I only got some videos, the same videos that you saw. They were blurry. The lady didn't have a new telephone. It was difficult. She was doing her best. She was fighting for her life. So a lot of respect to Cecilia. A lot of respect from here. There is a reason why, whenever possible, we bring our animals here to our hospitals. It's just because of this. But having said that, if she had come over here, we may have found out the truth, just without having to go into surgery. And she will have passed anyway. So those doctors did the absolute best. I have nothing but respect and admiration for them, the way they treated the case and the way they communicated with us with so much mutual respect. It was beautiful. Those ladies were really great. Yes, tried to save her, absolutely. They wanted her to live, really, big time. And she said to me, look, this is what it is. I mean, shall I go ahead? Shall I take it out? And I said, well, yes. There was no chance. No chance. There was no chance. So I have images of the tumor, and they did a necropsy afterwards and everything. Of course, I'm not going to show that. The last image I want you to have of Mila was her still alive, going into surgery and going into the fight of her life. So whenever she is right now, she surely is happy, and she's tumor free. Yeah. A kiss in the wind for you, Mila. Thank you, Alessia. This is the most beautiful thing I can say right now. A kiss in the wind for you, Mila. Just had to let you know. She was a great dog. And Cecilia, her rescuer, very brave woman. And I will never forget her tears of sadness afterwards. Really sad. Cecilia, you have all our love of this entire community. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Gotta leave you now. Take care. Thank you, Brenda. I had to tell you. Okay. Take care. Ciao.